we want to do is just fill in these little depressions underneath the eyes. It makes you look tired, and just plumping them up underneath the skin gives you more of a refreshed look. It helps. And even though I may switch to a longer needle, I'm going to start with the shorter needle because I just have more control. 1, 2, 3, a little stay. The longer needle sometimes is a little bit harder to maintain the same depth. So now I'm subdermal, essentially at the top of the fat in that area. And I inject as I advance, partly because the lidocaine helps numb it up as we go. And also I think it bruises a little bit less, maybe theoretically, because it pushes the smaller veins at least out of the way. And then I'm going to fan it up. I want to go towards that depression, under the eyes, while we get the malar separation at the same time. When we go to inject, if we don't inject in the depression, but we inject here, it'll just accent the depression. And yet people have a tendency when they first get going in that area to inject too low because they're just afraid to get close to the eye. And I think because we're not ever going inside that orbital rim, we're going right on top of it, we're not going to ever be close to the eye. Now I'm using a 27 gauge hyaluronic acid here. Most of the time I probably use a 30 gauge thinner filler because of the tendency to attract water. But because I'm using the same syringe to go into the cheeks that I am under the eyes, I don't want to waste a 30 gauge filler in the cheeks because it's just not robust enough.